Good afternoon, people. There's some air in here. Peace. Sticky finger, peace. WC, peace. Better Not Lie podcast. Peace. Why do your name sound familiar? Bullet the Barber, peace. What's going on? Seeing this tragic story. Oh, shit. Good afternoon, Boogie Black. Y'all share this live stream. Hope y'all been enjoying my original content. For those of you guys who have your own YouTube channel, y'all need to see that video I posted before this one about the YouTube promotions program. Y'all should try that. It works. Good afternoon. They set that kid up. Shit pisses me off, man. I believe the United States is probably the most racist country in the world. It has to be. It has to be. We reminded often, very, very often, that we live in a country where these people, they hate us, man. Like, that shit crazy. We don't even be thinking about these people, and they hate us. They wake up first thing in the morning, man. Hate, kill, emasculate, maim black people. Shit don't make no fucking sense. Nebraska, what up? The dirty cop got to be charged for framing him. Shit's sad, man. Shorty had a bright future ahead of him. He had a very, very bright future ahead of him. 2 days after the car accident, he went and filed and made himself available for the NFL draft. He was on his way. And he was good. I think he played defensive back, yeah. He played defensive back for a legendary football program, the LSU Tigers. It's crazy, man. Shit pissed me off. Y'all familiar with this story? Kyren Lacy was 23 years old. He's from Houston, Texas. He was charged with basically a vehicular homicide and jailed with $150,000 bail. I believe that's what pushed him over the edge. And eventually, he killed himself. He shot himself in the head. It's crazy, man. They got video footage that shows that his car was 72 yards away from the actual car accident. They got clear video footage, very, very clear. You see the car accident, and then he comes pulling up at least 10, 15 seconds after the collision. He had nothing to do with the collision. And you got a police officer, people who take these pledges to protect and serve the community, just made up a story on him. Made up a story. Like, he made up a story for no fucking reason. And they got video footage, body cam footage of him trying to coerce witnesses, people who actually was participants in the actual accident. They got video footage of him trying to coerce somebody and, tell them exactly what to write on his statement. That shit's crazy as hell, man. Did you see the former NFL quarterback beat the brakes off the 69-year-old? It wasn't a truck driver. He was delivering DoorDash or Uber Eats. That was Mark Sanchez. That's another story that's popping right now online. They gonna deal with him. Sanchez has already been arrested, but this police officer who filed this fake piece, this police officer who filed a false report on this young man, he should be charged. He should. Everybody not built for confinement, man. I'm pretty sure the criminal case that he was charged with and going to jail, that's not what pushed him over the edge. What pushed him over the edge was the thought that this case and the notoriety associated with this case was going to complicate him being drafted to the NFL. I know that's what he was thinking. They just fucked my life up. He was a wide receiver? Okay. Pardon me. Pure evil, man. These people wake up with evil on their mind. Evil and devilishment. And you know what's funny? The same media outlets, the same newscasters who covered this story when he committed suicide and was slandering his name, saying that he caused the accident, they've been quiet since the video footage came out that refutes everything that the police officer wrote in those reports. They act like nothing happened. It's crazy. Good thing that we got our own social media platforms where we can spread some of the notoriety of this terrible injustice. This shit pissed me the fuck off, man. You never know how somebody can react to being some emasculation. They cuffed him 2 days after the accident. That would tell you he did nothing wrong. He filed for the NFL draft. He was arrested, $150,000 bail. I think they posted 10%, which is about $15,000. And he took his final destination into his own hands, man. I hate that, he took it that far, but this ain't the first time that some shit like this has happened. Pretty sure. Facts. His lawyer said they were going to beat it too. King Floss said, sounds like a weak individual. This guy was an athlete, probably never been in trouble before, probably never been in those types of situations before. You don't know how that rubbed him mentally. It's not an indication that he was weak or anything like that. I wouldn't go as far as saying that, but he jumped the gun. He jumped the gun. And we seen in years past, there's been NFL prospects who was falsely accused and fell out of the draft and then got exonerated 2 years later. But by then, their whole sports career was derailed and shit. It was a guy that played for Baylor. Big, I think he was a defensive lineman. He was like 6'7". He got charged with some type of sex case. He ended up getting exonerated. Never played it down in the NFL because of the notoriety associated with his name. Fucked up. Sean Okerman, is that him? The big dude from Baylor? It's crazy. Will he get justice? They got all of the evidence that would lead to him getting justice, but that's not always the case. I got a homeboy who was killed by his parole officer back in the summertime. They got video footage that proves that the parole officer's life was not in danger. My man didn't drag him. That's what he told, the authorities. He killed my man because my man was dragging him. They got video footage of the shots going off, and then the car starts moving. So there was no evidence of him being dragged. Yet this is the story that he gave the authorities, and nobody was charged. So don't expect. Shit. Niggas just get it the worst, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Seems like these incidents is happening all too often. I hate that whenever something racist happens, and I see a lot of this, people try to blame it on Donald Trump. People will say, yeah, since Trump got in office, this and this and that. No, that's not the case. We live in a country that's very, very, very fucking racist. We do. I don't even understand it. I think it comes with being the chosen people. Y'all share this live. Got nothing to do with Trump. Nah, nothing to do with him at all. But whenever something racist happens in this country, people will say it's because of Trump. That shit don't make no sense. This shit been going on. Mental pressure. He was a student athlete. Like I said, he went to a Division I school. He probably been good in school all his life. Probably been an athlete all his life. Probably had his mind set on becoming an NFL player. Probably all of his life. Declared for the NFL draft, and then this happened. Posted his face all over America, calling him a killer. And in his heart, he know he had nothing to do with it. That's probably what enraged him. He had nothing to fucking do with it. He probably saying to himself, this shit ain't fair. And he took his own life. You never know how pressure will affect somebody. And not only that, you don't know what somebody is going through. He could have been going through something prior to this whole encounter, and it just pushed him over the edge. I'm pissed off about it, for real. Need y'all to like this video and share it to your social media platforms. Good afternoon. I started to conduct this live stream later this evening and cut the hotline on, let y'all call in and tell me how y'all felt about it. But this shit kind of fucked up my day. I can't believe what I just seen. I can't believe what I just seen. Like this police officer was devilish to the point that he went to a witness who was involved in the accident, and the witness told him who caused the accident. He said the lady behind me did it. He told him that. It's on camera. It's on body camera. That a participant in the accident told him who caused the accident, and he kept saying discharge her. Kyren was driving a 2023 green Dodge Charger. The police officer kept saying, we got to locate this Charger, the Charger, the Charger. He had his mind set on pinning this case on this boy, even after the witness, not only a witness, but a participant in the actual collision told him who caused the accident. It like it went in one ear and went out the other. They was dragging that young brother on social media before the video came out. That's a kid. Son was definitely shook. They was trying to give him forever, and he didn't know what to do but get as close as possible to God in this wicked world. I'm almost 100% he don't co-sign suicide. I think suicide is a sin or something like that. I mean, if God gave you life, who was you to terminate it? I don't think suicide is something that sits well with the Creator. So what's happening with the Jake? Bro, that story fucked my whole weekend up seeing that story. Feel so bad for his family. They haven't arrested the officer. His face is making it around social media the same way that Kyren's face made it all over social media. But that's fucked up, man. Like, that's fucked up. He should be charged with murder, man. He should be charged with murder. But in this day and age, you taking one Caucasian to be, I don't know, judged, penalized by another Caucasian. You can't expect them to do anything damaging to him. They might suspend him or something like that. And he'll go back on to being a police officer, even though he's proven that he's a danger to the society that he took an oath to protect and serve. Gully TV, have you heard about the teacher calling the black boy in class a monkey? Yeah, I seen that video. I'm not surprised. I'm not. We've tried marching, speaking out, and nothing happens. Quincy Jones, what's up, G? They be having protests, for my man and shit. They be having protests for him, and I ain't attended none of them because I don't expect no justice for him. I don't expect no justice for him, and I will be terribly humiliated if I participated in any other demonstrations, knowing that ain't nothing gonna happen. Marching and shit like that, that shit don't. They've come to that that's all niggas gonna do. We kill a nigga, they gonna march, you know, and then they'll start marching, and then life goes on and shit. By any means necessary, man. That seems to be the only thing. That's why Malcolm X was more high profile in my home than Dr. Martin Luther King. The philosophies was different. Didn't Lacy flee the scene of a shooting a weapon in the presence of family, and then he was pursued by authorities, and there were no shots fired after pursuit from the dash cam and officer's body cam? I'm not familiar with that. There was another incident prior to that was, according to the news, on his criminal record. And they mentioned it, trying to make it seem like, well, if he did this, and I believe it was traffic related, if he did this, then he will do this too. So if that's what you're referring to, yeah, but two totally unrelated incidents. How are you calling us monkeys when they are the original cave dwellers? I often say that devils come in all races, all faces, all shades and shit like that, but there's definitely a standout devil amongst us, for real. And that don't go for all white people, but predominantly in America, most white people don't like black folks. I say this based on what I've seen most of my life and what I'm seeing to this very day. Jamar, what's up, G? Peace. Good afternoon. 2 days after 2 days after this accident, he made himself eligible for the NFL. He was on his way to make tons of money. And if he played for LSU, if he started at LSU, which is a traditionally SEC powerhouse in football, he more than likely was like that and was gonna get drafted. They don't like what they want to be. Shit get overwhelming at times. It do. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and bring this discussion to the table. I don't have to go any further with it. Y'all can go and look up this case for yourself. Kyren Lacy. I don't know what the authorities gonna do to this police officer. I don't know whether he will be held accountable for the shit that he did, whether the precinct that he belonged to will be held accountable for anything. They be quick to give a badge to Klansmen, yo, for real. Yeah, he was gonna get drafted in the first 2 rounds. They didn't invite him to the draft because of the situation. Yeah, fuck this whole shit up. It's a damn shame. Totally innocent. When y'all see the video footage, y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about. He was 72 yards away from this. And this happened back in the summertime. He killed himself back in the summer. He killed himself at least 4 months ago. That police officer had all the time in the world to correct what the fuck he did. He said, I'm late. Recap. You got to pull it back, man. We discussing the death of Kyren Lacy. He was a football player for LSU. He killed himself after after being accused of committing a vehicular homicide he had absolutely nothing to do with. I don't know how do you formulate this in your head that you're gonna put a case on somebody? And they got video footage. It's a good thing that we got cameras. If it wasn't for these cameras, they would have just he just would have got away scot-free. That cop needs to be held liable for that shit. Yeah. Adam 22 really interviewed Fleece Johnson. I seen that. I didn't watch the interview. I don't care to hear Fleece Johnson speak, but I seen that the headline was that he was molested. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. You brag about being a rapist and shit. Don't nobody want to hear that. That's all I have for now, man. That's all I could. Yeah, that was nasty. The cop telling the man what to write on the report. Yeah, yeah. That guy that he was telling to write that misinformation on that affidavit was actually involved with the car accident. He told him it's on the you hear it on the body camera. He told him that the lady behind him is responsible for the accident. Take it afternoon. Listen, y'all can pull this back, like, subscribe, and share this video. It's not a whole lot to talk about. It's viral right now. It's being spoken of all over the internet. But this is just another incident of a black man losing his life body in America. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. I got almost 7,000 new subscribers in the last 28 days. That's due to the YouTube promotions button. Go watch the video I uploaded before this. If you're a content creator, y'all need to use that. You need to use this program to help you out a lot. It works for me. Anyway, I gotta go. Peace.